You guys have time that you can work on your geometrics, all right? For those of you who are not certified, we're getting real close here. So I want to see you guys kind of wrapping that up. If you are certified, you can work on the makeup work or, again, work to that Word certification. Sounds like we do have one person who's going to go for at least Word certification tomorrow and here. If anybody else wants to go for it, yep, 2. Okay, so we've got 2 people who are going to go for that tomorrow. Guys, the Word certification, again, it's up to you when you feel you're ready. Okay? Next week, your test, okay? Counter assessment test. We're going to out 2 days next week. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to leave you the review. So most likely the actual test will be Friday of next week. I'll leave the review for you for Wednesday and Thursday. Those videos will be out, and then you guys can test on Friday. Okay? So that's what's coming up here. Guys, let's go ahead and get logged in, and I'd like you to open up that same file we've been working on, the list processes, the one we worked on yesterday.
Attention. Bus 16 has just arrived. Teachers, please allow these students into your classrooms.
Guys, let's go ahead and open up that file here. We're going to use that file so that we can really see how images get inserted, and you're going to be able to really work with the pictures moving around it and stuff. Guys, when you're inserting an image, you guys know that we can either insert sort of one from your computer, from your files, or you can insert one from clipart, or you can get one from offline as well. All right, so there's a lot of options for inserting them, but the issues I've seen is you all know how to insert the image, but then it's how to kind of move it and get it where you want it. That seems to be some of the issues that I typically see. So I'd like to show you guys how to really do that, how to make sure that you're getting it exactly where you want it. How you guys can do that. Okay, so first up, let's go ahead and re-establish how to... So that's our first way of inserting an image. That one was from File. Before we move on, let's go ahead and do one from the web, okay, from a sort of an online image. So why don't you go after the 60463. Guys, why don't you put your cursor there? You might have a reference there or something. Why don't you put your cursor there? And this time, let's go to Insert. Let's go to Online Pictures this time. Okay. All right, guys, so what we're going to do now, I'll give you guys a second to get logged in there, is we're going to talk about formatting images. All right? So now once you've gotten it in, you've seen these images we put in. Some of them look okay, some of them are huge, maybe we don't like the shape of it, we don't like the look. Maybe some of these are not where we want them to be exactly, right? Maybe we want them kind of, some of you guys, it has it where the text kind of just stops. And there's an image, you don't want it that way, right? You want it so that the text goes around it. We're going to talk about that as well, okay? So what we're going to look at, guys, is some formatting here. We're going to talk about adjusting, we're going to talk about styles, arranging, and talk about size, okay? So we're going to look at all of those so you can really get that image how you want it to look. So the first thing, let's talk about, just because some of these are so huge, let's talk about size. Let's go to your first picture, please, the one up by Monster Mash, and let's click on that. Change one, the other's going to change. So we want to undo that this time. So uncheck that, and let's make our height, 3 inches, and let's make our width 2 inches. All right, now look, when I unchecked that box, guys, it allowed me to do that. Typically, it won't allow you to do that. Once you change one, the other one's going to change. Okay, but when you uncheck that lock aspect ratio, you can do whatever you want there. Okay? Now the other way we could have done it was to use this scale. Okay, so the scale, you guys can see that changed when you change those numbers. That's kind of that percentage there. So you would say, oh, I only want this to be 50% the size of the normal. Okay, so that's where you can change some size stuff. You guys can go to OK. Style. So I want you to click on your first picture. All right, and there's a couple ways that we can apply a style to an image. Up on Picture Tools Format in the center, you're going to see the Picture Styles group. Go to that drop down, guys, so you can see the entire styles gallery. All right, and the hardest thing about this part, guys, is just learning all the names. They're not really in good order. All right, so put your cursor over some of them, and you're going to see some changes here of what it can look like. Notice it's got a border, it's got a layout, an effect. Let's go ahead and do on the second row, Simple Frame Black. Simple Frame Black. It's on your second, it's on my second row. For you guys, it should be about 9 or 10 in, Simple Frame Black. Okay, go ahead and click on it. And there you guys go. It's given this effect. It's given it a border and stuff.